Right now, live at 5, President Biden tries to ease the impact of high gas prices by enacting the largest release of oil reserves in history. Plus,
we talk with the Iron Range Police Department looking to install body cams coming up.
And Minnesota's governor signs an executive order to help fight the spread of the bird flu as the state bans poultry sales for 1 month.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Briggs LaSavage. Today, President Biden ordered the release of 1 million barrels of oil per day. Those will come from the nation's Strategic Petroleum Reserve.
It will be the largest release of oil reserves in history. Naomi Ruckham reports.
President Biden says he will put 1 million additional barrels of oil on the market every day for the next 6 months, all of it coming from the nation's Strategic Petroleum Reserve.
This is a wartime bridge to increase oil supply until production ramps up later this year.
The president wants to get U.S. oil and gas companies producing more. And to turn up the pressure, he's also calling on Congress to impose fees on those companies for wells on public lands that aren't getting used.
No American company should take advantage of a pandemic or Vladimir Putin's actions to enrich themselves at the expense of American families.
Drivers have also been paying more for gas, with global supply impacted by steep sanctions on Russia for its war in Ukraine. The pandemic and efforts to move toward greener energy have meant less oil on the market. Kyle Bowles owns an ice cream truck business in Richmond, Virginia, and his trucks run off both unleaded and diesel gas.
In a word, it's brutal, truthfully. A year ago, the prices were $2 less on each one.
This new oil reserve release will begin in May, increasing domestic supply. But experts say it will also bring oil reserve levels to lows not seen in decades. Patrick DeHaan is the chief petroleum analyst for Gas Buddy, the app that helps drivers find the cheapest gas.
Are we going to put ourselves more at risk? This could push up prices long term, because the nation has no relief valve for if there are future problems.
The Biden administration says it will replenish the Strategic Petroleum Reserve when prices come down, but other recent releases haven't done much to move the needle on prices. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
Meanwhile, following the news of President Biden considering boosting the mining of critical minerals in the United States, today a spokesperson from a local mining project testified at the nation's capital. You'll recall yesterday we reported President Biden may invoke the Defense Production Act to increase the mining of critical minerals. Today, experts from across the country discussed the opportunities and challenges ahead to make that happen. A spokesperson from Twin Metals was part of that group. The copper nickel mining project had their mineral leases taken away by the federal government in January in the midst of an environmental review. In her testimony, Twin Metals Chief Regulatory Officer Julie Padilla said the U.S. can't meet its goals for electric vehicles or securing domestic supply chains without Northeast Minnesota.
We can mine here better than anywhere else in the world, but the United States will not be able to do that under the current regulatory process that is unpredictable, subject to political manipulation, with changing rules in each administration, and in conflict with the priorities of our nation. It's past time for Congress to take action.
The hearing was held by the U.S. Senate Committee on Energy and Natural Resources. Next week, the hearings will continue, focusing on the demand side of critical minerals. A Northland Republican is urging the president to rely on Minnesota mines for those extra minerals. State Rep Spencer Igo serves the Grand Rapids area. He says our region has more of those critical minerals like nickel, lithium, and manganese than almost anywhere in the world. He called on President Biden to include Minnesota mines in the production plans, saying the range is ready to help end America's dependence on foreign energy and minerals.
Meanwhile, a big development tonight on Minnesota's fight against bird flu as more cases pop up. The state is now banning poultry sales and exhibits for the next month. The Minnesota Board of Animal Health issued that statewide ban today. It goes into effect tomorrow and lasts through May 1st. The ban includes all poultry community sales and events where poultry and susceptible birds are brought together. However, sales of baby poultry in stores or by mail from authorized sellers will still be allowed. So far in Minnesota, bird flu has been found in commercial and backyard flocks in central and southern parts of the state. And Governor Walz signed an executive order today to help stop the bird flu outbreak. It waives trucking regulations, reducing the number of trips trucks need to make to farm sites. Walz hopes that will lower the risk to Minnesota's poultry industry. The order begins immediately and lasts through April. Governor Walz said in part that he and the Board of Animal Health will work quickly to address the outbreak and ensure the poultry industry remains strong.
Well, next time you get pulled over on the range, if you do, you might be on camera.
Next week, the Evelyn City Council will consider putting body cameras on all of their city's police officers.
CBS 3's Quinn Gorham caught up with the police department today as they explained why the cameras could be a big deal for local law enforcement.
Body cameras have become more widely used in police departments across the country. In fact, according to the National Conference of State Legislatures, before May 2020, only one state required all police departments within its borders to wear the cameras. That was South Carolina, and in the 2 years since then, 6 other states have joined their ranks. But Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan are not on that list. Still, some police departments here are choosing to add the cameras anyway. Now the police chief here in Evelyn says it's something they're looking into as well. Next Tuesday, the city of Evelyn will consider a proposal to install body cameras for all 11 members of their force. Police Chief Jesse Lindy says he's wanted to put these cameras in place for a little over a year now. According to a draft of their use policy, the new cameras will always be recording, with the option to automatically upload to the cloud upon certain triggers, like turning on the squad car lights or pulling a gun from a holster. Lindy believes the cameras are a way to hold both officers and citizens accountable, and it's something he believes every department should have in today's climate.
The last couple of years we've been under the microscope, and it's almost if it's not recorded, it didn't happen, so now we'll be able to show what actually happened.
The body cams will cost the department roughly $67,000, which will be paid off by taxpayer dollars over the next 5 years. The proposal will not raise taxes as funding has already been implemented into the city's budget. The proposal is currently in a public comment period, but Lindy says he's optimistic it'll pass given they haven't seen much pushback. If you want to submit public comment, you have until next Tuesday to do so.
Thanks, Quinn, and we will have a link to check out the department's draft policy and where you can give your feedback on our website.
Dave joins us now for a quick look at the weather. Dave, a bit calmer for some of us today.
Yeah, for 98% of us, it's going to be a calm night, which leaves 2 zones that may get a little more precip going on. We'll talk about what zones those are after we take a look at one of the calmer areas, Ashland. Live look at downtown Ashland, eyeing up Schwamigan Bay. Still iced over on the bay and still clouded over in the sky. So the mostly sunny sky I hope for today is moving in slower than expected. So partly sunny may be the best we get today, but tomorrow mostly sunny should finally pay off as higher pressure slides into the region, and that extra sunshine will make it mild. How mild? 1 degree warmer than normal is my estimate. And the way it's been so cold, 1 degree warmer than normal, we should be talking about summer. Summer may not last forever on Friday, though, because already there's a new clipper there that's threatening our region. First of all, let's talk about the short-term forecast. And there's the boathouses on Stunts Bay. Always a beautiful time of year to go eye those things up. Thursday night, partly cloudy sky for most of us with a low of 18. The 2 zones that may get a couple of snow flurries will be Cook County, Minnesota, and Gogebic County in Michigan. Dry for the rest of us, but sunny for all of us on Friday with a high of 43, which beats the normal of 42. Will it last into Saturday, or will that clipper clip us with a little bit of snow? I'll let you know with the 7-day forecast in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5. Well, you might be ready to start spring cleaning. The DNR is advising residents to hold off on tree trimming. Details as we take you around the Northland after the break.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app.
Give your home an update, inside and out, with 11% off everything at Menards. Find your style with over 1,000 Patriot lighting fixtures. Save 11% on all Patriot lighting, like this Dryden 4-light chandelier. Whether you're adding extra security to your exterior door or simply updating a new lever, Menards offers 100 styles and 6 finish options of quick set, lock sets, levers, and deadbolts. Now all 11% off.
Save big money at Menards.
The Arrowhead
Arrowhead Home and Builder Show returns March 30th through April 3rd.
It's your one-stop destination for building, remodeling, and home and garden products.
Featuring hundreds of home improvement experts and thousands of ideas.
See the latest trends and save big with special show-only pricing.
Experience the many family-friendly entertainment options.
Shop for unique gifts, gadgets, home decor, and more.
The show is open now through Sunday at the Deck in Duluth.
$5 event parking. Details at arrowheadhomeshow.com.
Link RV is proud to provide our customers with the largest RV service facility in northern Wisconsin. With an enormous parts and accessories department and technicians with over 100 years of combined RV service experience, we'll keep you camping all season long. Link RV, where reputation is everything.
Why one Iron Range Police Department believes installing body cameras could lead to better accountability.
There's going to be an Alberta clipper up to our north. Will it be close enough to clip us? We'll talk about that.
Ernie Johnson and Charles Barkley welcoming you back to Susan's Cubicle here in Accounts Payable.
All that work, just terrible for her posture and circulation.
Are you kidding me? She set herself a reminder to get out of that chair and move.
Uh-oh, it's Karen from the IT department.
But Susan tosses her a no-look wave.
Susan's putting on a clinic.
Stand Up to Cancer and Optum want to help you reduce your risk for cancer. Visit takeahealthystand.org.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from a much less snowy downtown Duluth tonight. Dave will be in with your full forecast in a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region.
A group needs help filming an informational video in Spooner and a chance to speak to your local representative in Hibbing. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start in Wisconsin, where homeowners are being reminded to protect their trees this spring. Oak wilt is a deadly disease that spreads through bugs or roots and kills off a variety of oak trees. It attacks a tree wherever it's been cut or broken. For this reason, the Wisconsin DNR doesn't recommend pruning trees until July. While oak wilt heavily impacts southern Wisconsin, it has also been found in all counties in our area except for Ashland and Iron counties. Pruning is recommended in the winter when trees are dormant. And next we head to Spooner, where they're making sure everyone knows they are still open and ready for a fun summer despite some road construction. As we mentioned in a previous City by City, a major intersection will be closed due to some extensive road work. To combat this, on Monday, the Business Improvement District will be filming a promotional video explaining the detours and showing that the town is still open. They're in need of some extras for that film. Spooner residents are encouraged to come by Round Man Brewing at 7:45 Monday morning to take part in that project. And we wrap up in Hibbing tonight with another chance to hear from a local representative. Representative Julie Sandstead will be hosting a virtual town hall and community conversation on Tuesday, April 12th. She will be providing an update on the 2022 legislative session and answering questions from constituents. The event will be streamed on our Facebook beginning at 6 p.m. and we'll have a link to submit your questions ahead of time on our website. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, Senator David Tomassoni was chosen as the first recipient of a new mining award. See the award and what it stands for in a few minutes.
Today's high of 32 is 10 degrees, a full 10 degrees cooler than normal. But normal shall return like MacArthur tomorrow. But will it stay that way through the weekend? And if we get clouds right now, how about sunshine tomorrow? A couple of things to sort out and check out with our 7-day forecast coming up right after this break.
Stay connected to live local CBS 3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app. And join the conversation on today's big stories.
PB and J?
PB before we go.
P before we go.
P before we go.
See you tomorrow?
Yeah.
Now apply online at Miners National Bank. They make getting a mortgage easy as pie because our bankers call the shots. Purchasing, refinancing, construction, remodeling, raw land, no problem. Apply online or see us in person. Miners National Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Very well qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy pickup trucks. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward the eligible purchase of a new Chevy truck with accessories. Visit TrueNorthChevyDealers.com.
At 7 West Tap House, we have everything from classic American lagers to small batch craft IPAs. Our rotating selection of award-winning beers is sure to have something for you. Pair a beer with one of our mouth-watering burgers and freshly cut fries or chips. Stop in today at 7 West Tap House in downtown Duluth.
He rocks in the treetop all day long, hopping and bopping and singing this song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin going tweet, 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 rockin' robin.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me.
Our exclusive access to the presidential platform. We will witness yet another moment in history.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app. CBS 3 weather is brought to you by Heritage Window and Door. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Somewhere prowling in the woods of Floodwood is a doe that is a dead ringer for the old comedian Groucho Marx. Take a close-up look at her eyebrows there. Now you expect that doe to have a cigar in her mouth and say, "Snow is the doitiest white I've ever heard." If you're not familiar with the Marx brothers, fire them up on YouTube tonight. If you are, then you can see the resemblance there. And she's waiting for the snow to go, along with many of us. And with sunshine and temperatures in the 40s tomorrow, it may take a pretty good hit. So the snow from yesterday will start to fade away. But will the fading last into Saturday? Frankly, I think there's a chance for a little more light stuff come early Saturday morning, but a very slight chance. We'll talk about that after these current conditions. It's 32 at the airport. Partial sunshine has finally broken forth, and we have a north wind running 14 miles per hour. Relative humidity 56%, and current regional temperatures, well, 42 is the normal. It doesn't look like any Minnesotans have reached that level here today. No, even when I back off, it's still on the cooler side in the 30s, only the 20s for the Upper Peninsula, and a splitting of the difference for northwestern Wisconsin, a range of 31 in Hayward to 35 in Superior. Tomorrow, though, I think the range is going to run about 39, maybe closer to the lake, to as warm as 47 degrees inland and down to the south. So April 1st is coming, and around here, I guess we'll call that spring. And again, I'm tempted to call it summer. I think we'll have to have the windows down in the car tomorrow and even the AC on probably, just not used to that kind of warmth. Well, the Doppler map right now shows higher pressure pushing in from the northwest, so it's clearing the sky over towards the Mesabi range, but still allowing in some clouds in northern Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula. And as planned, the departing storm system of yesterday has kept snow showers going longer for the South Shore and the UP. While Minnesotans dry up, still a little bit more action lingering there for folks in that part of the world. Now, tonight, there is still a chance the tail end of those lows from yesterday could tickle Cook County, Minnesota with a slight flurry chance, and Gogebic County, Michigan could still get a few more showers as the night goes on. Otherwise, even Wisconsin should join the clearing trend as the higher pressure takes over. So the higher pressure, it comes in for Friday, brings in some sun and some dry conditions, but already late Friday night into early Saturday morning, there's going to be that Alberta Clipper up by Winnipeg. Last night's theory was that maybe it won't reach down into our region. Now it's looking like there's at least a slight 20 to 30% chance it will. So early Saturday morning, there is that slight chance for a couple of snow showers, but by Saturday afternoon, it should be gone and sunshine should break out. And 3/4 of the weekend will be, if not fully sunny, at least partly sunny and still in the 40s. So that's not so bad. Tonight, Minnesota, not so bad. Low temps, well, they'll drop into the teens inland, but 20s by the lake. And again, it'll be partly cloudy most of the state with flurries for Cook County. Wisconsin, partly cloudy, Michigan, cloudier with flurries. That's the deal we're running there. Low temps about 17 to 20. And for tomorrow, daytime high temps, Wisconsin, Michigan, 43 to 47, mostly sunny sky. Minnesota, pretty close, 39 to 47, mostly sunny sky. And there's that little roadblock, that little blip in the plan. Saturday morning flurry chance, but then in the afternoon, sunshine in 40s. Sunday, partly sunny in 40s. Monday, cloudy in 40s, which sets us up for a rain-snow mix chance. Begins Tuesday, could end on Thursday. Latest charts are not indicating it to be a bigger system, but those charts can turn on a dime. So again, the promise stands. We will track this system until it gets here.
Yeah, well, either way, those temperatures aren't so bad.
Oh, no, especially Friday, a nice end of the week cap there.
As usual, I predict some motorcycles getting out and testing the waters, so to speak.
Right, yeah. Thanks, Dave. Well, today is International Transgender Day of Visibility, and Twin Ports leaders are hosting a community gathering to celebrate. It's a day for acknowledging the courage it takes to live openly and authentically as a transgender or non-binary person across the globe. The trans community in the U.S. is in need of support after a recent wave of anti-transgender bills have surfaced in several U.S. states. Tonight is hosted by Trans Plus and the UWS Gender Equity Resource Center at Men as Peacemakers in Duluth. Coming up tonight at 10, we'll hear from activists about what this day means to them and the community.
An Iron Range State Senator has been named the first recipient of a new mining honor. The Iron Ore Alliance is a joint initiative between U.S. Steel and United Steelworkers. Today, they announced Senator David Tomassoni will receive the Hard Rock Miners Award. That new award recognizes his commitment and contributions to Minnesota's taconite industry. Senator Tomassoni has served the Iron Range since 1993. He will retire in January after learning of his ALS diagnosis last summer.
It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Range Regional Animal Rescue in Hibbing.
This is Audrey. She's a 2.5-year-old mixed breed looking for a home to show her some love. Our friends at the shelter say she is a sweet gal, but can be pretty protective of her family and would do best as the only dog in the house. But if you're looking for a loyal, loving companion to run and play with, she is your girl. Looks like she is a happy girl, too, with a lot of energy. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Audrey, you can call the number on your screen.
Still to come, No Mow May, an environmental initiative that might leave your lawn looking a little different. We'll have the details after the break.
With Angus beef, melty Swiss, and bacon between toasted sourdough. Oh, yeah. The Frisco Angus burger is for those who know an icon when they see one. Because flavor like this is always in style. Bite into the Frisco Angus burger, part of the Frisco menu, only at Hardee's.
More Americans are growing their own vegetables than ever before. At Garden Mats, we're here to help people supplement their food supply with fresh, organic vegetables. Whether you are a beginner, novice, or master gardener, Garden Mats make gardening a breeze. Spend your summers trying to keep up with each other, not your weeds. Go to gardenmats.com and plan your garden today.
We change our minds every day. About 1 million things a day. This is no different. You can't be afraid to be wrong. You can't be afraid to say, you know what, I'm just going to rethink this thing. People are not dying getting the vaccine. I better rethink this thing. I'm going to go call my doctor and have a discussion one more time. It is okay to change your mind.
With Bath Planet, you get industry-leading products to modernize your bathroom with personalized options to fit your needs. Bath Planet has custom-built showers, baths, and maintenance-free wall surrounds with over 100 different colors and styles. Our certified installers can be done in as little as a day using products backed by the Good Housekeeping seal of approval and a matching labor warranty. Right now, you can receive 10% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Bath Planet, out-of-this-world service, down-to-earth price.
I just Googled the Vision Jet, and I was here long enough that really any jet that's in the Google search, I was part of. When I first came here, it was pretty nervous. I was the new guy on the floor, so I didn't want to make a mistake, especially when it comes to an aircraft. I just started digging deeper and deeper into the job, and I have a lot of opportunities in QA. And then I became a composite technician. We have a role for anybody, really. The possibilities are endless here.
Hi, Gail King here, inviting you to join us every morning right here on CBS. We'll have the important stories and the interviews, all the news that matters, really, and best of all, we'll have a good time together. We like to do that. And now you can find us anytime you want on the new Paramount Plus app. So we'll see you every morning right here on CBS. I thought that was pretty good.
For you to learn something new every evening, we need to write something new. And that's why winning the 2021 Emmy Award for Outstanding Writing makes us smile. The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell.
With ham, melty cheese, and an egg on toasted sourdough. Oof. The recipe for standing out is keeping things simple, making this breakfast your most iconic meal of the day. Bite into the Frisco breakfast sandwich, part of the Frisco menu only at Hardee's.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app.
Leave your lawns alone for the month of May.
That's an ask from environmental advocates in Wisconsin as they spearhead a campaign to help save the bees. Our sister station, WBAY, has more on this national movement.
For the last 3 years, Appleton has spearheaded a movement to save the bees by asking community members to leave their lawns alone during the month of May.
So the idea is if we let our lawns grow a little bit higher, these things that we would normally call weeds would actually be serving as food sources for our native bees and pollinators that are coming out of hibernation right around April and May.
Research from Lawrence University indicates No Mow May works.
What we're actually seeing is about a 3-time increase in pollinator diversity and a 5-time increase in pollinator abundances.
Prompting aldermen at the most recent Common Council meeting to make No Mow May permanent.
We're seeing the benefits, and now this is becoming part of our culture, which is really where we want to be.
More than 20 municipalities across Wisconsin, including Stevens Point, are participating in No Mow May.
It's one of those little things that we can all do to make the community that we live in a better place. There really is no downside to it. So when we saw what Appleton had done, we kind of took their lead.
Today, Appleton's efforts are now recognized at the national level, thanks to a New York Times article titled, "In Wisconsin, Stowing Mowers Pleases Bees."
We're getting national recognition about participating on something where you can actually be a little bit lazy in your backyard and still help Mother Nature at the end of the day.
Del Toro says it's the kind of buzz he's been waiting for.
We're seeing communications coming in from places like New York and Florida, California. We're getting all kinds of emails saying that we'd love to try this in our cities. But it's more than just about recognition. It really does boil down to just protecting our pollinators and making sure that our biodiversity is safe in our backyard.
While No Mow May is a permanent effort in Appleton, other communities are also encouraged to take part.
We've got a packed broadcast for you tonight. The historic announcement coming from the White House, a wartime bridge of oil being released from the strategic reserve. But how much of an impact on prices will it really have? Plus, peanut butter recall. Find out which products are being pulled from the shelves after concerns of steel fragments found inside jars. And on this final day of Women's History Month, we'll introduce you to a remarkable scientist who's changing history. The CBS Evening News is now just minutes away.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. If you're 45 years or older, talk to your provider about screening options. The best colorectal cancer screening is the one that gets done.
Hold on to your napkins, cheeseburger fans. DQ is taking taste buds for an all-out flavor ride with the new signature stack burger menu featuring 5 mouth-wowing cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. Like the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 amazing premium sauces. And the spicy flamethrower stack burger with, oh, hello, jalapeno bacon. So tell your taste buds to buckle up and try the new DQ signature stack burger menu today. Get it delivered at DQ.com. DQ. Happy coffee tastes good.
Black Bear Casino Resort wants you to join our team. On Monday, April 4th, you are invited to our job fair from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the Otter Creek Event Center. Applications and interviews available for on-the-spot hiring with part-time and full-time positions available. We offer many benefits for full-time employees from 6 paid holidays each, 3+ weeks of paid time off, reward for perfect attendance, 401k retirement plan that we match, health and dental plans, life insurance coverage, long-term and short-term disability, FMLA, and workers' compensation. We can't wait for you to join our team on April 4th at our job fair. For more information, visit blackbearcasinoresort.com.
Are you looking to be trained in a new career with plenty of room for advancement? Renewal by Anderson of the Lake Superior region is seeking skilled laborers, administrators, and detail-oriented individuals to expand their experience and work product knowledge. With paid training and a generous benefits package including health and dental insurance, retirement match, 526 plan support, PTO, HRA, IRA plans, and much more. This is a company you'll love working for. Come join our team, stacked with experts in supportive leadership while enjoying a fun and welcoming work environment. Visit RBALakeSuperiorCareers.com to apply today.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me.
Our exclusive access to the presidential platform. We will witness yet another moment in history.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News, live at 5. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6.
Tonight at 5, we were in Eveleth today, where the local police department is hoping to soon implement body cameras. The draft policy will be on the city council agenda next week.
And tonight at 6, a Wisconsin man is using his talents to raise awareness for the war in Ukraine while also boosting morale for those fighting. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next.